can play sad music if you're sad, and you can play happy music if you're happy, and you can play mad music if you're mad. It's like my heart changes a different speed. Like when I play slow, it starts calming my heart down. When I play fast, it starts racing. It feels like I'm in a place, like that place that I'm playing, just like in a quiet forest.
We started with the free violin program just to kind of see if it's something that would work for Dexter. We thought that would just kind of help bring some things together for him. Focusing, paying attention, just something to look forward to. Someone in the program there had told us about the 402, and it just sounded like something more our speed. I looked up the website, tried to find a violin instructor for him. Then Danny called and said he would take him on as a student.
I don't often get very many 4-year-olds. I've only had a few in my time. We've been together for quite a while now.
He's been teaching me for not a billion years, well, a lot of years. He's really nice, and he helps me when I'm having trouble. Like when I get stuck on a part, he tells me to look at the fingers, and then I figure it out.
Their mission and everything really spoke to me as well. The whole concept of not just learning an instrument, but also developing a relationship.
It's very evident with Dexter, like the bonds. Like him and Mr. Danny are really...
They are close.
Even with Sarah, I mean, but he's been with Mr. Danny since he was 4.
So one thing that I really resonate with Dexter is he's kind of like me in this, that he is almost like a perfectionist. He really wants to get it right. No matter how much I try to assuage Dexter and tell him, it's okay, man, just try it again, that frustration isn't from trying to please me. It's because he wants to do it right. He wants the notes to sound good.
I always love my lessons with Dexter. Like, it's always a good time.
She teaches me piano, and I made it through 2 books, and this is my 3rd book. She's proud of me because I skipped to the hard songs without learning the easy songs. Because on the blue book over there, I skipped to the very end.
Seeing people grow and believe in themselves is always worth it, when you can say, wow, I helped this person realize that they can do hard things. I think that's amazing.
What I think is important about learning music is the social emotional learning part that Danny brings up with him often about, like, well, if you're sad, you can play a sad song. And things like that seem to really, like when you're young, you can't always verbally articulate your emotions, but you can feel them and express them in other ways. And I think that's helped him where he can kind of feel himself instead of tell someone how he feels.
I look at the music as a scaffolding for something bigger. So my main job as a teacher is not to teach them how to play the C major scale or to play some concerto perfectly or something like that. Art is fundamentally about people, and artists are people, and art is communication from a person to another person. And so if you lose that human element, I think that you lose the art, and then it's just noise. So if we can set aside a little time of the lesson and talk about real stuff, challenges he's facing outside of the lesson studio, then we talk about it.
The dual face, that's the new one. Well, I'm not pretty far on that. The one that I got hang of is the Imperial March.
The mentorship aspect, I think, is key to helping them not just progress in the music world, but just in life in general.
I think you learn a lot of discipline and patience when you're practicing a skill every day and you don't always see immediate improvement. You learn to stick with the process and just keep working, and you do eventually see those improvements. And that can really teach kids that delayed gratification, perseverance. Even if he's having a rough day, like, we've never had a lesson where he wasn't able to push through that. He's a little fighter. It's a lot of fun.
I think in the early days, maybe there was one lesson where he just wanted to give up. He didn't want to play anymore. We sat down and talked about it, me and him and his dad, and I said, music is like life. Like when stuff gets hard, you don't quit. It's hard and you try to learn from that, but you keep going and you finish the song.